Welcome back to Test Drive. This is part two. Part one, we went over the outside and the back seats as well as the trunk space on the 2025 GMC Yukon AT4XL Ultimate.
Yes, don't forget that. Yeah. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, it's a lot. This time we're gonna go out and test this vehicle out. We didn't get to check out the front seats though, so let's take a look at that. What's new, what's different up here, John?
Everything, the whole dashboard. Screen, obviously, here, your driver
Huge.
Information Center,
Yeah.
Steering wheel. The fact that, again, we're in an Ultimate, so you've got one of your favorite things here is you got the Super
Yes.
Cruise.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's a lot of change from the previous model year.
Something else I'm noticing up front that you can't tell right now is that there's a heads-up display. So very clearly up there on the windshield, I'm seeing my miles per hour. So while I'm driving, I never have to take my eyes off the road.
Yeah, it's real easy. So they've changed the adjustments for those, Brad. They used to be over when you did have the heads-up display.
Yeah.
They were over on the dash on the left side of the steering column.
Yes.
Now you go into here, your heads-up
Oh.
display, and the nice thing is you can actually turn these off now. So you can
Okay.
adjust your brightness, your height, your rotation, but you do have an on and off button. So previously, if you had some people that they didn't like it, it was a little bit of a distraction to them. Whatever, your options were to either dim the thing completely down or move it out of the way. Now you don't have to worry about that.
As far as other convenient features that you love for these, you have that rear camera mirror, right?
Yep, that's one of your favorites there too.
Yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorites because I have a cameraman in my back seat, and sometimes that makes it hard for me to look behind me.
Yeah.
Obviously, with this vehicle being so large and great visibility, it's not so much, but it's still really great because this is a long vehicle. So
Yeah.
I might be able to not be able to see down below me or anything like that. So I actually have the ability to not only change the brightness, zoom in, zoom out, but I can also tilt this up and down.
Yeah.
So just really great. I can get extra visibility.
And it is nice, obviously, like you said, you do have a long vehicle, so you're trying to look out of a small window relatively for the size of the vehicle.
We got a lot of those around here, so let's
Yeah.
just keep an eye on those. Let's go ahead and check out the backup camera real quick, because that's another big thing when we're talking about visibility and we're talking about that rear camera mirror. If I'm in reverse here, we have a nice large backup camera. Whenever I turn the wheel, you can see the projected angles back into the spot. I can make sure that that is lined up perfectly. And as I get close to something, right, we're going to have an alert go off. But that's not just all it's doing. It's actually alerting me on the dashboard as well as my seat. My seat is vibrating and alerting me, hey, look out behind you, there's a Jeep. So 360 camera there. We can change that to the front view if we want to look out in front of us. Maybe we're up a little bit higher with that air ride suspension. Maybe we want to look down in front of us. We can do a top-down view there in the back. And whenever I turn the wheels, that changes directions. We can do the front. We can do the sides, right? So that's our back tires.
Yep.
And then whenever I get to the front tires, I can see which way they're turning. I can see what's around them.
So the nice thing is too, again, it is the AT4. It's designed more for off-road capability. So these come in very handy there too, because if you're, again, vehicle this big, you're on a trail, maybe off-road, and you're trying to see, maybe you're close to an edge over this side and on a hill, you want to see exactly how close you are to that edge rather than somebody hanging out the side, or you're trying to play games. You can pull the thing up right here and you can see exactly where the side is, how much room you have.
So convenient.
Yeah, there's a lot of different things that you can use that for.
And you can line up your hitch with that view. Just so many different ways that you can look around you. Some other main things we should probably talk about while we're looking at this screen. Do we have cross-traffic monitoring?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Whenever we were parked back there, I noticed, whenever you were getting into the vehicle, it was alerting me that you were coming up along the side of the vehicle. So we have like a side.
Yeah, so that's part of the bicyclist alert,
Okay.
and what that's going to do, obviously, was designed for people coming alongside the vehicle with bicycles, but it will pick up anybody walking. If somebody at your grocery store and somebody's pushing a cart, whatever, they're approaching from the side, it's going to give you that alert in front of you. While we were in the back, Brian, I know this was part of the first video, but you were saying about the buttons in the back.
Yeah,
having
the
to walk
seats are all
around.
the way back
yeah,
there,
so
right?
the nice thing about that is previously these vehicles, you did have to go to the back, open up the hatch. If you did have that third row down and now you needed to utilize it to put people back there, you were always getting out of the vehicle, opening the hatch to do that. There are buttons here now that you can actually put down the driver's side and the passenger side from here. So I don't know, Alex, if you can kind of turn around there and catch a glimpse of this, but what we'll do is we can hit this button here and it'll put the seat down.
Turn around, Alex. There you go.
So you can fold the seat down. Obviously, if it's
Oh,
if
cool.
it's up, you can just hit the button and fold those both up. So again, you're not having to get out. What I've noticed with these new AT4s is you got a little button here, so you do have a little storage compartment up there.
Nice.
You know,
Maybe put your glasses or whatever.
yeah,
the case
yeah. I mean, you used to have the glass thing here. It's no longer there, so you can throw your glasses there. This also has the sliding console. So if you hit this button here, so again, this just kind of makes things a little bit easier too for your rear passengers. You've got your cup holders, and that moves that screen that much closer to you in the back,
Right.
that you're not having to lean forward to adjust them. You have a little
more
storage tray
storage
under
down
here. And then when this is forward, you can just slide that, so you can have that tray back, but you can still now utilize the armrest.
Another thing I want to point out up here is that you do have a wireless charger, a USB-C, and a USB-A,
Yep.
as well as 2 cup holders. So definitely a lot of storage options up here. Of course, you have the normal glove box up there as well, but definitely really cool to just show off those additional things that are new and different. So you can just see sitting here at this light how much taller we are than everybody around us. We have this Altima in front of us, and I feel like
And we're actually only at our normal ride height, so you could actually increase the height if you wanted, and we're just going to go up even more.
So what does adaptive cruise control do exactly, John?
So what that's going to do is it utilizes your camera that's mounted here up in the window, along with your sensors up front. It has ultrasonic sensors and radar sensors up there. And what it's going to do is it's picking up the cars in front of you. So as you start to come up behind a car slower than you, normally you've got to tap the brake to slow down or stop with normal cruise control. This is actually sensing you're getting closer to those vehicles. It's applying the brakes. It'll bring you down to a complete stop if you needed to.
And it's doing that right now. I haven't been touching the accelerator or the brake or anything like that. It just brought us down to a complete stop because the people in front of us have come down to a complete stop. I went ahead and activated the lane keep assist now, John. So if I were to inch over here to the right, it looks like this vehicle is just kind of pinballing us within the lines of the road here.
Yeah, so again, it's, whenever that thing turns green, the little indicator that's you'll see it out on your heads-up display. It'll come up on the screen here. Whenever that lane keep assist indicator turns green, that's just letting you know that the system is activated. So you can see the 2 lines there that are green.
Yeah.
If you go over, it'll turn yellow. It's going to steer you back into the lane, and once you're kind of centered, it'll turn green again once it gets you established between the lines.
And something else just popped up here on my dashboard too, John.
Yeah, Super Cruise.
So I'm gonna hit that button real quick, and whenever I did that, it turned the steering wheel green up top.
Yep.
And what is this doing exactly?
It's driving for you now.
Yeah.
You can increase the speed. It's nice and easy. You just use the controls if you want to increase your speed. Now this is going to give you the combination of your adaptive cruise control with self-driving. So you're coming up around the bend here. It's turning you.
Yeah.
It'll lane change automatically. So again, utilizes that part of the adaptive cruise control. When you're coming up behind a car, if you start getting close to that car, it doesn't ride right up on it and then turn. It knows that you're getting closer to that car in front of you. It starts to use its sensors to search around the vehicle and make sure that there's an opening next to you. If there is, it'll switch lanes before you even have to really slow down for that car in front of you.
And right there, I just activated my turn signal, and it changed lanes for me.
Yeah, so 2 different ways you can do it. You can hit the turn signal, and it'll change. It's not going to just blindly go into the lane. It uses those sensors. Then it's going to switch lanes. It makes sure that it's safe. The other thing is when it's just on the full automatic, it will then sense it's coming up behind a vehicle that's going slower. It's going to then start to sense. It will turn the turn signals on itself and then switch lanes.
And for it being such a large vehicle, this is actually doing a really good job looking out for itself, making us come around those curves just fine. I haven't really had to adjust too much.
No, and the nice thing is they've improved this Super Cruise a lot. You can see there we're slowing down these cars. We're getting off of the exit here, and now it's speeding back up to the speed that you had set. But the Super Cruise they've improved it a lot. There's a lot more roads now.
And when we talk about the speed of this car, let's talk about that engine here for a second as we get going from a standstill. I'm going to go from 0, and here we go. All right, well, I'm hearing it, I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
But that was a pretty smooth transition up to power. I could feel that there was a lot of power behind that.
Yeah, that 6.2 motor that's in these things, that really gets this thing up and moving. Warranty is going to be your standard GM warranty. So 3-year, 36,000 mile, whichever comes first, limited bumper to bumper warranty. And then you're going to have your 5-year, 60,000 mile powertrain.
As far as the technologies go in this vehicle, we maybe forgot a few things. So Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, do we still have it in this vehicle?
Yeah, still as of right now, still have it available in this vehicle, and it is wireless for both of those. So
and it looks
still
like
do
we
have those capabilities.
We do have Google built in with Google Assistant and the Play Store and things like that.
Yeah, so everything that's built into this vehicle is Google based. So you have your maps, Google Maps, you do have the Google Assistant. So the nice thing is you don't ever have to take your hands off the steering wheel and touch anything. Obviously you can, but you don't have to touch anything on the screen. You don't have to push any buttons to do anything. You just tell Google what you want it to do.
So while we were driving this thing around, John, I couldn't help but notice we were listening to the music. The music sounds great in here. It looks like we got speakers built into the back of our seats.
It's crazy. Here you can see on the headrests, this is part of the Bose Performance Series that comes in this vehicle. So you do have the speakers built into the headrest. See along the back doors here, when you open, there's these just monstrous speaker grills in the back doors as well as the front doors.
A lot of really cool entertainment to this vehicle.
I guess that's the ultimate Bose for the ultimate AT4.
It's the ultimate. You're right. Coming up on my left side of a vehicle about to enter my blind spot. You see the mirror light up. If I turn on my turn signal, that's now flashing at me to alert me that somebody's over there and I shouldn't make that left-hand turn. Really great to have that blind spot monitor on such a large vehicle. So John, you're right. This is the ultimate AT4 Yukon. It has all the bells and whistles and then some. If people have questions about any of this stuff, how would they be able to contact you?
Well, you can either, if you're in the area, stop down and see us right off of Route 30 in Greensburg, or you can check us out on the web at smailgmc.com.
And that's going to do it for our test drive today. So until next time, enjoy the ride.